What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Warehouse Gym here in San Diego. My name is Jesus Sigala. I will be competing in my very first bodybuilding show. The show that I will be competing in is going to be the NPC West Coast Classic, happening in Riverside, June 28th, 2025. So I'm excited. My very first show. You know, it's peak week. It's one of those things where I can't wait to get it over with, but then it's a bittersweet because I also am just excited to be here. So I hope you're excited as much as I am, because I know I am. I don't know about you, but let's get it. So the way I got into bodybuilding was simply because I got tired of looking at myself in the mirror and realizing that I didn't look good. I come from a background where, you know, food scarcity was really much at its all-time high. You know, Hispanic cultures where one would really either sometimes not eat, have the chance to eat, or had the opportunity to eat a little too much, you know, the enchiladas, the ceviche, you name it, eggs, huevos, papas, frijoles. And so me growing up, I've always had that kind of given to me. So I was always kind of skinny fat. And then it wasn't until recently, I want to say about 3 to 4 years ago, I finally just wanted to change. I wasn't happy with how I looked. I realized that I could be better. So I did that. So I decided to go through my very first cut, and I liked how I looked. I had a six-pack. I never thought it was possible to ever get a six-pack. And so I wanted to take it a step further and not just be a guy that had a six-pack, but also wanted to pack on some size at the same time. I know I may not look like it right now because, you know, it's peak week, but yeah. So on top of me not being happy with how I looked, on top of just wanting to really show people that if you really want to do something, you really want to achieve whatever it is that you want to do, it's all possible. It's not just about bodybuilding, but the formula within bodybuilding can be applied to anything outside of that. And it's just a process in itself as well. I love the challenge behind it. And honestly, bodybuilding really did change me for the better. Mindset-wise, mentally, physically, emotionally, surprisingly. But yeah, without bodybuilding, I wouldn't be who I am today. So I'm very much happy for being able to do this and have that privilege. So yeah, it's my very first show. To give you a little bit of background of it, the reason why I wanted to do my very first show was because I wanted to just challenge myself. I've always really looked up to individuals that would do shows, and I always thought to myself, well, if they could do it, why can't I? So I finally made the decision in 2025, the beginning of 2025, to just do a show. I've done a cut before, not to compare the two by any means, because they're really much different in itself. There's two different demons or beasts in itself. So respect to anybody that does a cut, respect to anybody that does a prep for a show. But yes, it's my very first show. I actually have multiple coaches. My program coach, Kevin, my prepping coach, Ian. I have a posing coach. His name is Mateo. And yeah, I mean, even myself, I'm coaching myself in the process, learning as I go. But without my team, I can't really take all the credit. So I want to thank all those guys as well for helping me out get to this point. You know, we still got 1 week more to go, but shout out to you guys. And shout out to Warehouse, obviously. Without the equipment that they have available, I wouldn't look the way that I do. I have a fitness center in my house, but you can't compare a fitness center to Warehouse. Come on out. So, being that I am a father of 2 boys, I think it's very important to really instill the mindset of discipline to them. And there's no better way of doing that than bodybuilding, because that's what literally the pinnacle of bodybuilding is all about. If you don't have discipline, you don't have anything. In bodybuilding, if you want to look a particular way, you have to be able to instill upon discipline to get the results that you want. If you eat terrible, you're going to look terrible. If you eat great, you're going to look great. If you work out with intensity, your body is going to show that you worked out with intensity. You know, all of those things all kind of correlate back onto what it is and how it's helped me to being a better father to my kids, being a better significant other to my partner, because they look up to that. They see that the words that you speak, the words that you are saying to them have value. Because if I'm promising to myself that I'm gonna do something, in this case, bodybuilding, and I've shown that I've done it and continuously doing it, my kids will look up to that and be like, wow, daddy said he's gonna do this, so therefore I should be able to do it as well, because daddy has shown it to be possible, just along with everybody else has been able to do it too. It's more than just bodybuilding, but to anybody, especially if you have a family, this is something that honestly will really change you for the better. I've never actually really looked back at it till this very moment that the question was asked, but I've just been an overall better individual. As crazy as it sounds, but like the mindset, the challenges, you know, the trials and tribulations that bodybuilding will literally challenge you on day by day, making you question yourself. Those are the things that help you become somebody better. And that's what has allowed me to become a better father, a better partner overall. And again, I really thank the environment that I've been surrounded in, not only just in my family, but even just the gym location itself. Warehouse has done that. And I'm not just saying that just to say that, because Mel's right there. I really do truly mean that, because your environment plays a major role in how everything around you is going to affect you internally. The gym has a lot to do with that. You want to be surrounded by athletes. You want to be surrounded by individuals, the ones that want it that bad. If you aren't surrounded by people like that, it's going to affect you. One way or another, you can lie to me and tell me that you can shy it off one way, but why even be surrounded by something like that when you could just be surrounded by A1 individuals? And there's no better place that you're going to find somebody like that other than the Warehouse gym. So shout out to Warehouse, shout out to Mel, shout out to Adam. Honestly, the entire crew, you guys deserve individual shout outs, because you guys have helped me get to this point as well. Not just my coaches, but you guys. The kind of service that you guys really have here at this gym is on par with anywhere else. You come to San Diego, you look up Warehouse, you're gonna wanna go to Warehouse. The reviews speak for themselves. I'm speaking for that, you know, I'm showing you that. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys a lot for everything that you guys have done. Considering that it's my very first show, I don't like to deal with absolutes. I don't speak in absolutes, so anything can really happen. Currently, as of right now, I just want to be able to say that I did my show. Whatever happens after, we can play it out by the ear, but do I see myself doing this again? It's one of those questions where I'm kind of on the fence about it, right? Because I'm not saying bodybuilding has taken me away from my family. I also don't want to be too restricted with my kids as well. You know, if Papi comes over here and offers me a fry, you know, I want to be able to just take that fry. And obviously when you're prepping for a show, those are the little things that you can't really do too much of. You can, but when I do something, I stick to it. So even the fry with Papi kind of has to stay away. So I might do another show, whether I win or lose. It was never about the winning or the losing or the trophy that they give to you. It was more so just being able to say that I did it. Having a stack of undeniable proof that you've done something is the pursuit in which I'm going for, you know? Because if I can show you that I did this after telling you that I was going to do it, what's next, you know? Those are the kind of challenges that I like to do to myself, because it just allows me to grow more in an individual. So I actually would recommend that to any of you guys. If you guys are in a place where you're kind of stuck, find something challenging, find something hard, find something that you've never done before, and just do it. You're gonna crash and burn 100%, as you should, because that just means you're actually trying. If it makes you scared on wanting to do it, you're heading towards the right direction. And that's the only way you're gonna grow. I appreciate you guys listening to me speak for a little bit. It's been an absolute privilege just really sharing with you guys just a little bit of what I've done so far for this bodybuilding show. If you guys would like to follow me, watch me on my journey, watch the lifestyle that I have going on. I'm sure Mel is gonna put it somewhere here, but impervious_lifts. You're more than welcome to give me a little follow. I'll make sure to follow back. But before you do that, make sure you like, subscribe, comment on the Warehouse channel. If you don't do those things, don't follow me, because I'm not gonna follow back, all right? So I'm just saying, I'm being serious, all right? And, but again, just wanna say thank you guys for hearing me. For anybody that's watching this that decided to take the 5 to 10 to 20 minutes of the day, eating their meals, probably what I'm gonna be doing after this. Thank you guys. And if you guys do have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself. Feel free to reach out to Warehouse. If you guys are ever in San Diego for the very first time and you don't want to taint your experience by going to any other gym, this is the gym to go to, period.